is the prime time trading time. What do you mean? What do you mean, big boy? $3:30 p.m. Like New York, like Asia session? Oh. Well, what time is it right now? 3:30 p.m.? Ah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like it's more convenient type shit. Like how it's 8:30 p.m. here. It's kind of convenient for me, but I still kind of like being up at 6:30, starting my day off. But yeah, midday, mid-afternoon, I guess if you have that lifestyle, it ain't too shabby. Are you trying to flex on us? Is this like a light flex? Like, like yeah, 3:30 is great. Like this motherfucker. Like the wind tastes a little better here in Europa. They close from 1 to 5. Oh, like they take a siesta type of thing. Oh, you know what the most interesting thing about this is? Nobody asked you. Just kidding. That's nice though. Is it hot though? Like during that time? Because that's like why they take the siestas, right? It's usually like it was like the hottest time of the day. Oh, that sucks. Well, I guess that's kind of like Vietnam too, because they'll be taking naps at like I think 1 o'clock, 1:30, and then they'll get back up at like 2:30, and then they'll start doing work again. That's awesome. That's good then. I mean, if like I said, it fits within the lifestyle. That's nice. Dinner at 10 p.m. I guess yeah, your whole life changes. The whole like cycle that you're on. I don't know if I can do that though. What time do you end up sleeping? It's like your day is pushed ahead. Yeah, then that's about right then. 10, 11, 12, 1. What, 3 hours later? Man, you're gonna get fat, bro. You better work out when you're there. I did the math. That's only 3 hours. Oh boy. Well, I guess when your diet consists of crackers and wine, then I mean, you can still get fat from that. That's all carbs. Oh shit. Okay, wait. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. 2 minutes to the left. 1 minute 45. We are on top of S1 gold zone. We have moved about 4,000 pips to the downside. So from this last week, like you can just look at yesterday, right? Yesterday we hit this high up over here, almost our 2 gold zone, and looking left, we rejected once, twice over here. So kind of makes sense why we didn't go beyond that. And now as we're seeing where we are here, we're kind of at this area where price has ranged. So, the difference with looking at the chart from over here last week is we were in this nice steady uptrend. Now we are kind of stuck in this range, right? There is like a range, and the range is up here, and then the range right now is down here. So we might just be, and that's what happens, right? We know for a fact that that is what happens when, well, we trade. Price is going to trend up, it's going to trend down, or we're going to range sideways. So there's a Discord stream. I'm on YouTube because I couldn't find it. So the Discord stream is for the members, brochacho. But I would say stay on the YouTube for now. You're gonna see everything they see. So, and you can message me right here as well. So, yo Gucci. So yeah. So now, and you guys know, right? When we are on the 500, we are on this red moving average. Sometimes it can be tricky because we usually are biased, right? Well, we're not super biased, but um, we're biased to taking buys when we are above the 500, and we are slightly biased to take sells when we are below the 500. But since price is kind of ranging on it, we kind of just go with the flow. So we got some big support here off of S1 gold zone. Let's see how this finishes, because we could be stuck, right? We have this downtrend. If you guys don't see that, we have this downtrend from yesterday's high to right now. So if this is where we break and possibly go up, that is beautiful. But we will wait and see what price gives us. So we got some nice volume pushing up, 4 minutes here. So that's all we're thinking, right? We already measured out and we saw that we moved about 4,000 pips to the bottom. Now we got to ask ourselves, is price ready to go up? Or is this, it might trick us, making a little bit volume to the top and break down. But remember, the reason why we like to take our entries near the gold zones is because we can visually see the area of support or resistance. So let's see what we got here. We got price that pushed up, getting a little rejection here off of the 500. Lady candle looks like it wants to go green. Let us see what we do. Everybody's like, yeah, why don't you just not come on the chart today? I was like, you bitches. Trading, exactly. Exactly. But, and that's the tough part, right? Because when we're ranging, like, sometimes price may just push up over here, and it may break through the 500. But that's where you guys make your own decisions on, are you going to take the risk of trading into the 500? Right now, that's a big ass wick to the top, so I'm not so convinced to take a buy, right? If we're watching the candle and reading it, right now it's giving us a rejection. And if we're looking to the downside, if this gives us pressure to the downside, we got previous day S1 right here, probably about 1,000 pips away. We got S2 gold zone down here, 1, 2, probably about 2,500 pips away. So we'll just be patient here, see how this candle reacts, and make some money. Well, we got 2.5 minutes left. Do we have any news today? Okay, so we're just normal shit then. So we got a big wick to the top, right? If we're thinking based off of deduction, which is what I always tell you guys we do, so far this candle has told us it doesn't want to go up. So let's see if we get a little bit more communication from this candle on if it really doesn't want to go up. I just started playing this new game on my phone called Whittle Whittle Defender. Little with a W. It's pretty fun. Wait, did somebody message? Pretty big volume to the top there. How much time we got left on this candle? Looking like rejection. Let's see what's real. So big wick to the top. We're just right underneath the gold zone. So let's see if price really wants to stay under it and possibly drop, or is it bamboozling us? The only thing we're looking at here, right, is we're looking at downtrend line, 500 moving average, break below S1. If we can break this level, this low here, which would probably be this level, you can probably safely say we'll come down a little bit. So let's see if we're not overextended yet. The only thing I don't like about this is we are going oversold, but as we know, sometimes being oversold means we are continuing the trend down. So we'll be cautious here. And until this is downtrend structure, right? Series of lower highs. Until like we really truly hard break this downtrend, I would be considering that we're going to be in a downtrend structure. So, and a series of lower highs is just what? Stair stepping down, right? That's what creates the downtrend line. That's what creates our downtrend structure. So reading this candle here, it is a red liddy, but we are getting some support to the bottom. So maybe this might be where we either range or we bounce up. Candle is still about 3 minutes in, so we'll give it some time to figure out what it wants to do. I forgot I gotta go to another city tomorrow. I gotta jump on an airplane. Dum, 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 dum. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. So price kind of stalling out, and I'm paying attention to perp, right? I'm paying attention to perp, seeing what price is doing relative to perp. We're underneath perp right now. So unless price really makes a drastic decision to push back above perp, you know, what does price usually do when it's under? Yesterday, I swear price moved faster than this. Like, what the shit, you know? It really is. The days when I don't come on, it's an easy fucking day. It's fast. You're already in profit in 5 minutes. And when I come on, it's like, all right, we're going to challenge everybody. I know. Oh, yesterday was fire. Lucky you guys. Lucky you guys. I had a feeling too, you know, like every time I know I'm not gonna make it on, I'm always like, something about this day feels like it's gonna be easy. I almost kind of want to trick the charts, you know? I almost want to plan in my head that I'm not gonna be on and then get on. Top Step was fucked. It was glitchy. Like you guys weren't able to put your entries in or take exits. So okay, um, I think Joe was having this problem too. But what he said was happening is he was actually trying to exit ES. Like he was on the Nasdaq for some reason. Like something happened and it switched to Nasdaq, and he was trying to like exit Nasdaq when he was supposed to be on the MYM. So I'm not sure if maybe that was what was happening. And I think even Bao said that it made me exit before it hit TP. Yeah, you guys probably just suck. Just kidding. I mean, sometimes it happens though. And that's, I mean, there's nothing we can do about it except, yeah, that's about it. But I think Bao ended up refreshing, or I think he locked his account for like 2 minutes or so. And then he went back and he was able to access everything. But like I was saying, Joe had that happen to him too. And what he looked at was like, because when you're on Top Step, the chart can be different from the entry thing. You know, like you could be looking at the MYM chart, but on your entry thing, it might have like NASDAQ on. So that's why like he was looking like, I don't know, I think he had the MYM on the entry chart side, but on the chart, it was like ES or something. So he was trying to like exit from an ES trade that really didn't even exist. Yeah. So we're getting a little bit of push to the bottom side. There is like a clear low after this, if we can break that. But you know, that's what I'm watching closely right now, is if we're actually going to get this volume to the downside. I'm trying to see if there's any possible trend lines or anything that we're not accounting for. I mean, that is kind of like a BRC right there. If I'm using this uptrend that I see here, like price goes to it, which is also the 500, and then we're getting that rejection to come down. Let's see. Juice Strat, baby. Oye, ¿cómo va? Paritmo, buenos para gozar. Bailando. Let's go, baby. Are you sharing your screen? Oh my god, you guys gotta fucking let me know, man. My bad. Should be sharing now. Now we're getting that interest to the bottom, but it's kind of like dying out. So if I start to see price really not wanting to like break down, or it's having a hard time, I will probably end up just moving stop loss like underneath the gold zone, or someplace like maybe possibly break even, if we get some signs that we don't want to go down. But we'll give it some time to think about what it wants to do. For me, it's not so bad, because if I do see price break back above the gold zone, I'll just exit early, take maybe a small loss, and then see if the buy up is real, right? Because I'm always thinking about the opposite end of the trade, right? So we're expecting price to go down. If price does come up, I don't have to wait for price to get all the way to this fucking wick. I can exit early, you know? I can exit early, take a small loss, take a small winner, and then decide what we're going to do after that. So, because we cannot turn a blind eye to this low. We cannot turn a blind eye to this low. No fucking volume. Come on. You guys was in profit like the moment you entered yesterday. Like legit, the moment you guys entered yesterday, you were in profit. That's fucked up. I mean, I guess today it's kind of in profit as well. It's slow as fuck right now. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. If we don't bounce, we break. Perfect. So as we're coming down, we're pushing this next level. I am going to move my stop loss probably like $100 in profit. I don't know if I trust what's happening over here. So if this comes back up and taps me out, I'll be all right with that. And I'm doing that because I'm going to respect this low. Can we break the low? Yes. You guys do whatever you want. I'm always going to speak what I do, and I'm going to shut up right now because now I'm in bigger profit. Now I am now as price is heading towards that level, I'm going to go in profit. Beautiful. I'm in profit 235.50. Stop loss in profit. I cannot lose today. Let's fucking go. Stupid. Trading is stupid. Trading is fucking stupid. All right, we're breaking the level. I'm going to move my stop loss to that level completely. I'm going to go a solid 300 into profit here. So it might come back up and tap me out. But I'll be all right with that because I'm going to respect the juice. And I'm tapped out. 300. Done. I'm done for the day. I'm going to go to sleep now. Steven, you still on YouTube? You see that live? That's it. Exactly what I showed you, Steven. Break or bounce at the gold zone. What did we do? We broke. We broke to the downside. Move stop loss into profit at the level. Took my money. I'm done. That's the juice, baby. Irfan, my entry was 630. The big wick to the top. Right? This week was fire. I'm telling you guys. Every week is supposed to be fire, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know what I mean? Come on. We're done. We're done. What's going to happen after this? I don't know, but I'm done. Ruben, 4 wins, 1 loss. Beautiful. That's profit. That's profitable. Easy money, guys. So I'm done. I think I'm gonna go take a shower. A quick day. So what was that? 6:30, 5, 10, 15. It took 15 minutes and we're done. And why am I going to be done? Because exactly that, Ruben. It's fucking Friday. So let's end the week on a good, quick, fast note. And you guys go fucking enjoy your day, you know? And look at that. What is price doing here at this level? Kind of supporting up. So that's how we trade. We're fucking in and out. You know, we live for these days that are like this, like yesterday, today. Good shit, guys. Anybody here on the Discord not understand the entry? Did anybody not take it? If you didn't, tell me why. For you, Steven, watching on live, I'm glad you saw it. Because it's exactly what we talked about today. It's just the gold zone break. What is price going to do at the gold zone? It's going to break or it's going to bounce. Irfan, I see you typing, so I'll wait for you to finish typing. And look at that big support there. Yep. That's why we're out. That's why we're out. If we didn't move stop loss into profit at level, we'd be losing a whole lot of profit right now, right? We'd still be in profit, but we'd be down like a lot. And it's like, well, respect the juice. Move stop loss into profit at the levels, take the money. I thought about getting in at 630, but didn't because of the wick to the top. So the wick to the top is the reason why we got into the bottom, right? So let's take some time and let's talk about this. What does a wick to the top mean? Anybody answer this? And we're thinking based off of deduction. So what does a candle to the top possibly tell us? Yeah, so Isaiah probably said it the best and the easiest. So Irfan, when it comes, I know you're pretty experienced, so I know you're gonna you use all this terminology for these, and that's what it is. It is an inverted hammer. So the way I always teach you guys it is, right, these candles are a language. So a wick to the top just tells us price doesn't want to go up. So if price doesn't want to go up and price broke underneath the gold zone, where do you think price is going to go? Up or down? Based off of that one candle. Exactly. So the wick to the top, yes, like it's not a big it's not like an engulfing candle coming down, but it is telling us it didn't want to go up. So just based off of this candle here, this big ass wick, because that's what it is, right? Like if you want to think about it, like specifically on what this candle represents, this was price trying to push up, you know, or like I always like to visualize it for you guys, right? So if we're looking at the tug of war, we got the buyers and the sellers that are fighting each other right here. And the first half of this candle, the buyers were winning. The buyers were buying, buying, buying. And then all of a sudden, the sellers came in and said, fuck out of here. We're not going up. We're going down. And that's exactly what happened is the sellers, like if you can visually see the war of buyers and sellers, the buyers on this side, the sellers on this side, and the sellers are just killing all the fucking buyers, you know? Sorry to be grotesque, but but that's exactly what it is the sellers and the buyers are fighting here. The sellers are winning. So the sellers are pulling price down and not going up. And what do we know at the gold zones? We know that price is either going to go up or it's going to go down. So if we're thinking based off of deduction, we're telling ourselves price didn't want to go up, and it's the perp, right? We got perp, we got the downtrend line, we got the level, and we got the gold zone. 4 different reasons to believe we're coming on down. Correct. Exactly. So when we're just looking at pure price action, and even at 630, what color were the Liddy candles? Liddy candles here on the left side, they were red. So 5. Exactly. So, and that's where you start to, and I always stress this, right? Like, you have to start thinking based on deduction. Because when you're thinking about the way you're thinking, but I did get in at 6. Also, you got in early. So wait, you got in here, 6 a.m.? Oh, 6:35. So, okay, so let's talk about that. So did you get in at the beginning of 6:35 or the ending of 6:35? Let's be clear, because every time we talk about the entry candle, we're always talking about the end of it. So ending. So, okay, so let's talk about that, because this candle here, somebody tell me, what is this big candle? What do we refer to this type of candle as? 6:35. It's a doji, right? What do dojis tell us? 2 words, 3 letters. I don't know. Correct. So I will never enter in to an entry on a doji, because on average, it means I don't know. I don't know if I want to go down. I don't know if I want to go up. So I wouldn't enter in here. Like if I didn't get in at 6:30 I wouldn't have entered in at all. That's just me, and that's the strategy, you know, like, because literally on this doji, price could have gone up, right? Because we would have been dojiing the low over here, and if price did go up after the doji, I would accept that because that would make sense. Doji off of the low of a day to go up, so be it. It's going to go up. But to enter into the downside, I usually never enter into a sell when there's a big wick to the bottom. And I'll never usually enter into a buy when there's a big wick to the top, right? Because even look at this right here. Like if we look at this candle here at 450, it's a pretty big green candle, but then we have a big wick to the top. What happens after this big wick to the top? Price then comes down. So, and Irfan, like I understand where like the disconnect comes. And look at that, we're pushing back into the gold zone. If we break that trend line, I might get in for like a 1 lot size contract. What time we got? We got 4 minutes left, so very good. The way your brain is thinking right now is looking for reasons to enter. And I try not to get you guys to do that because it's better for you guys to look at reasons not to enter, right? Like it's backwards. And when you think backwards, like I say, based on deduction, subtracting versus looking for things to add as to why you're going to get in, you'll get into better quality entries when you think this way. And it's just going to take a little while. It's going to take a little while for you to start like that. But every time, like you'll always hear me when I'm talking about these candles, I never say this candle looks like it wants to go up. Or I never say this candle looks like it wants to go down. I'll always say like, yeah, this candle looks like it doesn't want to go up, which means it wants to go down. Or like this candle here that just happened here, 645. I would never enter into a sell-off on this candle, right? Big wick to the bottom. So what do I say here? That candle doesn't look like it wants to go down. So what might happen to price? It might want to go up. So always think based off of deduction, and especially when there's wicks. Like when there's wicks, the only thing you want to tell yourself is price might not want to go in the direction that it wants to go, that we're wicking to. But yeah, the moment I saw that, like, and that's kind of why I looked for other reasons, right? I looked for other reasons why price might not want to go down over there. And that's why I drew this uptrend line. And it just so happens that that is where we rejected. This uptrend line is the 500 moving average, and we wick that. So you guys know how I feel about the 500. Like, even though this only came down less than 1,000 pips, that put money in our pocket because we're trading with the 500, right? We're still underneath the 500. All of these reasons are why I was looking for a reason to get into the bottom. And when I got into the bottom at 630, none of these candles tell us, right? Like we're listening to the story that these candles are telling us. And let's look at them, right? I do this with you guys every so often. Well, we'll talk out what the candles told us. 630 told us it didn't want to go up. So I entered into the bottom. 635 told us it didn't know where it wanted to go, right? Doji. 640 giving us pressure to the downside. This candle here, even though there's a wick to the bottom, this is giving me confidence that price wants to come down. The moment we push past over here, we're already moving stop loss into profit, and we're done. So remember, you guys gotta interpret these candles like that. You have to, right? Don't be ashamed. You guys are in your guys' own rooms, in your offices, doing whatever you're doing. Talk to yourselves, right? Like how I'm talking this out loud to you guys should be doing this, right? Nobody's gonna think you're crazy. Well, they will, but who gives a fuck? Right? And now let's, oh, where'd my shit go? All right, let's think about what's happening here. Let's interpret these candles. This candle said it didn't want to go down. This candle is same thing. It's a doji. It's a doji that said, I don't know. Next candle here is pretty bullish engulfing. We got 38 seconds left. We are pushing through that down trend line. We are pushing through the level. We are pushing through perp. We are pushing through the gold zone. We're coming from being oversold. Liddy candles are green. You know what I mean? There's still a chance that we'll reject coming and come down because it's a pretty heavy downtrend, but it's something like, right, I'm up like $300. So I'll probably just enter in like one contract just to play it out, right? We'll see though. If I don't see this strong, I might be patient on it. Yeah, I'm going to be patient on this. I'm okay with that. I was just thinking that, bro. I'm glad you fucking said that. I'm pretty done too. I want to go take a shower and get ready. Like, I kind of don't care what happens after this. Go enjoy your day, man. Start your weekend. So, I'm gonna. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock for me. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty done. I mean, you guys know how I am about exactly. Let's not let it get us, because that's what they want us to think, right? Like, yeah, give you some money and then take that bitch right back. So okay, yeah, I'm not too. Thank you, Ruben. You're like the good angel sitting on my shoulder. Sometimes I need that too, you know. Because that's it, right? Like, all we do, we only need one entry every day. So, and who knows? Because we didn't break through this downtrend hard. We might possibly reject here and then head back up, but I don't think I'll be on to witness that. So, looking at the entries this week, 1, 2, 3, 4. I took 4 on that one day, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So for the week, 9 wins, 2 losses. Solid. That's pretty normal. I mean, usually I don't lose, but that day when we ranged, it fucking ranged hard, and I took those 2 losers at the beginning, but I did make it up, the next 4 trades. So beautiful. See, look at that, respecting the uptrend, respecting the downtrend. We're safe, baby. We're safe. All right. Irfan, does what I explained about 630 in the wicks kind of make sense? I just want to make sure. Okay, good. You'll be surprised how much that helps your mentality when taking the entries. So, because I know, like, I can, from your trading, like how you do, you're always really spot on. But it's always like these types of things that I notice you end up not entering in. But good. Implement what I explained today, and I'm sure you'll be solid. So, all right, guys. Anybody else got anything for me? Anything you want to question? Any concerns? If not, I'm gonna go start my weekend. Perfect. Ruben, enjoy your weekend. Steven, for you too. I know you're over there on YouTube, so if you have any questions about what you've seen, feel free to ask away. Pretty straightforward day. Discord peeps, I'm going to be jumping off now. You guys enjoy your weekend. I will see you guys Monday. If you guys need me Saturday, Sunday, let me know. I'll be pretty busy tomorrow, so if you guys message me tomorrow, don't expect the message until like later into the evening. Yep. All right, Steven. Good shit. I'm glad you could be on to see that live. I'm going to post my video here shortly, and you guys will see the exact entry. So, looks like we are getting this volume to break up. If you guys are going to stay on and trade, good for you. Be safe. If you guys won anything on that trade coming down, right? Do not risk more than you made in profit, right? Like, for me, I made 300. If I was to enter into this trade to go up, I'm probably only going to risk like $100, because I do not want to. I don't want to end the day even break even. I want to end the day positive. Steven, soaking it in. I'll see the entries on your Instagram because I can't see on YouTube. Correct. Yep. That's the one thing I don't show on the YouTube. And actually, even when we trade live, I'm still not showing you guys where my entries are, because I need you guys to take the entries yourself. Sink or swim, you will learn. And trust me, it works faster having you guys take the entries, like, because you're forced to. Before, when I used to show my entries to everybody, and this is not with this group that I have currently here on Discord, but prior to that, when I first started teaching, when I would show my entries, like I said, people would just copy it and then they wouldn't actually learn what they're doing. But it is one of those things where you guys, you're forced to actually become a trader. Like I'm not doing this so that you guys copy my trades, because what happens on the days when I'm not on? You're going to be not understanding what the hell you're doing. So there is a beautiful there's beauty in the chaos of the way I teach trading. So, and you'll see. Yep. And you'll see. I mean, and just like how I was talking it out, you'll start to notice like what I'm saying is, for lack of a better way to say, like, I'm ready to get in, guys, right? Like a big wick to the top. We're rejecting perp. We're underneath the gold zone. Like the only thing I could make clearer is just to say where the entry is, but the the mental part that has you guys clicking the button to enter in, that is what I'm forcing you guys to do so that you guys can become traders. So, alrighty, guys, we just had a doji here and price is slowly pushing up. So if this is where we're making the move up from S1 gold zone, we'll probably head up. So, but I'm done for the day. For you guys trickling into the Discord a little late, we're already done. Well, I'm done at least. I took the sell off coming down at 6:30. Once again, if you guys are going to stay on, just be aware of where we're at, right? We're underneath the 500. Yes, price can push up against the 500, but do you want to take that risk if you guys already made money today? Don't gamble away what you have is all I have to say. So, already, Discord peeps, I'm out skis. Took that sell off at 6:30. I'm going to post my trade. Thank you, Irfan. Everybody enjoy your day. I'm out, Discord. Laters, everybody. YouTube peeps, whoever on there, I got a whopping 2 viewers. Thank you. I'm a flex for you guys. But I will see you guys. I don't know who's on there. I know it's Steven, and I don't know who the other person is. But if you guys have any questions throughout the weekend, like I always tell you guys, I'm an open book. So just hit me. I'll be here. I will see you guys next week live. Same time, same place, baby. Alrighty, guys. Head out. Laters.